El cine se cura. Esta es una afirmación contundente.
It isn't a statement the way it was
This
posed.
is a fact. I do not share things that I don't know for sure. I have two children with AIDS who are now negative, and were born with it. And this woman who wrote the book had AIDS activated for 5 years with the post-sarcoma on the left. And she's negative now, totally gone. You cannot cure AIDS with a scientific model. And there is very unlikely a vaccine that will come up in the next few years. Because every patient develops his own virus. If medicine would finally become humble and say there are lots of things that we don't know intellectually, but that doesn't mean it is not possible. Was it Lazarus that was brought back to life? Medicine would never be able to explain that. But if you really have an open spiritual quantum, those cases will come to you and you will get the answers, what you can do to help patients.
Entonces, defíname qué es el SIDA.
AIDS is an immune deficiency disease where all your natural resistance is falling apart. You can die of a fungus that you pick up from a tree in a garden. You can have a million different symptoms depending on where you... This is why I spend so much time to explain that we have to come back to natural living again. Not normal, natural.
Usted habló en la conferencia de que el SIDA era o es una oportunidad.
Yes, it's an opportunity for you to grow. If you have AIDS, learn what the negative opinion you have about yourself. And if you're not an AIDS patient, if you're the regular population, you look down at them, you want to avoid them, you don't want to employ them, you certainly don't want to hug them. It said in the scripture, love thy neighbor as yourself. It does not say your neighbor who doesn't have cancer, who doesn't have AIDS, who is not a homosexual, who doesn't belong to your religious group. It just says your neighbor. You eat so well, and abundance, and there are lots of people who are hungry.
Hay muchas personas con hambre.
In your own country, that is not practicing. Or in Brazil, chop down trees, millions of them, and we ruin Mother Earth. And with every tree we cut down, the earth goes more and more out of balance. 4 years ago I was told that we had water resources for 10 years left. And then we don't have any clean water. And just because we go more and more and more, we don't care about the next generation or about planet Earth. And this so-called New Age, I don't like that new word, that word, means that we are now moving, and this is in the Revelation, Nostradamus, all the prophecies, was written that comes a time when things are going to get very bad, with epidemics, with earthquakes, with volcanoes and all sorts of things. And that this is a sign when we move from this very materialistic age to the age of spirituality. And the age of spirituality to me means that every individual will learn how to live in harmony and in balance with everything alive. And that doesn't mean just human beings, that means animals and plants and trees and everything that God created which is alive.
Usted hizo una segunda afirmación en la conferencia de que nadie se muere psicótico.
No, I worked long before I worked with dying patients. I worked with psychotics for years and years. I love to work with chronic schizophrenic. I have never seen a schizophrenic die, quote, schizophrenic. When they are ready to leave their body, they are so at peace and so, quote, rational. It's unbelievable. See, the part of my research, which I did not talk about here, was when I tried to find out who people see at the moment of death and what do they experience. I was asking for help because Moody's book was very familiar. Everybody talked about near-death experiences, but they all came back. And I wanted to know what happens to those who don't come back. She was not killed, she was injured. on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
And thousands of cars went by, nobody stopped. I must say that she wasn't into externally, but she had lots of internal interest. One man stopped. He told him, my good Samaritan. And he said to her, is there anything I can do for you? Because there was not room to have a woman lying on the side of the street. He stayed with her. And after about 10 minutes, she said, there is one thing that maybe you can do for me one day. He told her the name of her mother on an Indian reservation far away. And she said to him, tell my mother that I'm okay. I'm not only okay, I'm very happy because I'm already with my dad. And then she died in the arms of this total stranger. But she knew the name and the place of the mother. And he was very touched by this, that he was at the right time, at the right place. He drove 700 miles out of his way to the Indian reservation and told the mother the message she had. And the mother was not devastated. She was very in a state of bliss almost, and said, I know what my daughter tried to tell me, because what you don't know is that my husband, this woman's dad, died 1 hour before her car accident of a coronary, totally unexpected, on an Indian reservation 700